I traded some Andes bobbins for fly tying material, including a golden plover. So what can I do but tie Pritt's #1 water cricket, wax my orange silk. Water cricket can be tied with yellow silk or orange silk. Can also be tied with starling for the hackle, but when you have golden plover, use it, I guess. Can also put a black silk rib on, which I am not going to do. I'm just going to do the simple version, orange silk body and a golden plover breast feather for the hackle. Keep my thread waxed. Waxing silk preserves it, also helps with it sticking, although you don't really need your thread to stick to the shank of the hook. But when I tie the knot, whip finish it, I will not put any cement on it, I'll just leave it. So I'm coming down just past the tip, or over the tip. Very simple, very clean North Country spider. 2 layers of silk for the body, and then a fairly sparse hackle. Keep those wraps right next to each other, and then as I come up, I'm going to leave about an eye's length behind the eye where I'll tie in just 1 breast feather from the golden plover. I'm going to strip off the barbs at the base of the feather. I don't need more barbs than for a couple of wraps at the very most. And I would do 1 or 2 depending on how thick you want that hackle to be. What I will do is take my hackle plier and grab the feather from the tip, estimating about how much it's going to take to wrap twice around the shank. And then I will clip off that tip. Create just a little triangle. That will be all I need to grab that feather and wrap up towards the eye over that little triangle. Make sure that my thread is waxed for when I catch in the hackle, and then I'll wax again before I whip finish. I have tied the hackle in with the shiny side up or forward. I'll lift up on it with my hackle plier, pull back on all the barbs, and then do my 2 wraps. One of the character traits of the North Country spiders is that they are sparsely hackled. So really 2 wraps is as much as I want on these. Looks like I did fairly close. I've got a couple of extra barbs, and I'll just wrap under those. They will clip off when I clip off the head or the butt end of this feather. They're wanting to stick to my waxed thread. Keep that thread tight. I'll lift up on all that hackle and just wrap under them right there at the eye of the hook to make sure that they are secured in, and then clip out that stem. And any of those barbs that were attached to the stem yet out on the eye side of the thread. Wrap over that stuff that I cut there, try to get a little bit cleaner head. And then I will wax my thread again before I whip finish it. And that will be it. The wax will hold the thread so that I don't need to caught a barb there. The wax will hold the thread so that I don't need to put any kind of head cement on it. And I can feel it as I pull the thread out of the whip finisher that it is sticky. Just push my scissors against the thread and then just try to fluff that hackle out for Pritt's #1 water cricket.